Okay, so hi everyone, I'm filming this intro a couple of days after filming the actual video. I really need to address the situation that is going on. I did talk about it in the end of my actual video. I will probably leave it there, but I have now had chance to educate myself about this for a couple of days, and I just wanted to speak out about this. I do not want to be quiet because being quiet is not going to help anyone. Obviously what is going on is so wrong that people are still facing racism in 2020, and I am so sad about all of those lives that were lost for no reason whatsoever, and I really wish justice for these people, and I really wish that the system will change. You know already, I'm not from United States. I have actually never been into United States, but I cannot pretend that my country and Europe is like free of this either. There is still a lot of racism going on here. I feel for the past couple of years I have been too quiet about the things that I believe in, and I have just been kind of like living my life and doing the things that I know that are right, but then I have been not talking about those issues. I'm done being quiet. I do want to stand up for those who are still facing this every single day in their lives. This is just so wrong what is going on, and it needs to stop, and we all need to be demanding a change. So I have been educating myself about this for a couple of days, and I will link down below one video if you want to educate yourself too, where you can start. The video is from Jada Jones and it's called, I'm sorry, it's open on my computer. It is called Want to be Educated? This is the video for you, hashtag Black Lives Matter. So it is a really awesome video. I really would recommend you to check that out. In the video, Jada is talking about what is going on, why people are angry, and her personal experience and all of that. I will also link down below some other information. You can of course donate, you can support Black-owned businesses, and most importantly, do not be silent about this. If you have a platform where you can help, please use your voice. I have been thinking, what can I do here on my channel, because this is like a makeup channel, and I know that there's a couple of things that I can do, and I promise to do better, and those have more to do with makeup. Of course, this issue is like so much bigger than a makeup issue, but you know, that is where I can help with this channel especially. So of course I can support Black-owned businesses and other businesses that are owned by people of color, and that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. And another thing where I know I do have so much to improve is consider shade ranges what comes to complexion products. I know I have been buying a lot of complexion products from brands that do not offer shades for everyone, and that is going to stop here on my channel. I really do want this to be a channel where everyone who is interested in cruelty-free and vegan beauty can find recommendations that they can actually purchase. So those are some things I'm going to do here on my channel, and I will keep educating myself. That's everything I had to say about this right now. So please educate yourself if you do not know about this, and please use your voice, because what is going on is so wrong. But now let's get into the actual video. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. I film videos about project planning, cruelty-free and vegan beauty, and I'm just trying to enjoy my own makeup collection. As you can see from the title, I will be ending my eyeshadow no-buy. It feels like a little bit strange, a little bit unreal, but I have decided that it is time for me to move on. And I will explain my reasonings why I'm going to end my no-buy and what I will be doing next. Let's backtrack a little bit. 2019 was my beauty replacements only no-buy year. Before my no-buy year, I was someone who collected makeup. I used to be someone who really dreamt of a large makeup collection. I remember when I first time saw the makeup collection video from Jaclyn Hill, I was like, I want a collection like that. but that is not what I have wanted in a really long time anymore, because I noticed that I do get overwhelmed by a big makeup collection if I have one. So that's why I went on a no-buy. Another thing was financial reasons. I spent all of my extra money to makeup. I wanted to continue an eyeshadow no-buy after my beauty replacements only no-buy year, because I do still have quite many eyeshadows. I think I have been able to curate my collection quite a bit. In the beginning of 2019 I had around 350 eyeshadows. I have used up some, but also I have decluttered quite many. I decluttered everything that I really didn't like. So I have been able to downsize my collection, and I did not downsize my collection to fill it in right away. So that is why I first wanted to continue an eyeshadow no-buy, and that is why from now on that I will be ending the no-buy. I will be really careful and I will really be limiting the amounts I can bring in. Yeah, I wanted to continue an eyeshadow no-buy, and first this year I was really excited about it. And I announced that I'm going to do 3 years. But then recently I have been struggling a little bit with super strict no-buy. And I filmed a video in May where I was talking about my feelings about purchasing makeup after my no-buy. It was a get ready with me video, I can link it down below, but I have been trying to find a balance, but it can be really difficult for me because I'm someone who goes from one extreme to another, and finding a golden middle road is really difficult. I really need to practice the mindset and behavior of a balance, and that is for me overall in life a theme. For example, with diets, I may have like a junk food vegan diet for quite a while, then I feel bad and I go into like a fitness boom. When I'm trying to be healthier, but I still allow myself some treats once in a while, I may feel guilty about those some treats. And that's kinda how I have been feeling about purchasing makeup after my no-buy year, but I do not want to feel like that. Makeup should be fun, and I just don't want to continue this super strict no-buy anymore, where I will not allow any purchases for myself anymore. I just don't see what's the point. I feel I really have achieved what I wanted with my no-buy. My shopping habits have changed. My makeup collection is downsized, and I'm not planning on filling it in. I'm planning on using the products I have and really focusing on the older products to use them up, but at the same time, if I get something new, I really want to play with that too. Also, my finances are so much better. Obviously, I wouldn't have bought a house if they weren't, although at the moment it's not as great because due to the COVID situation, I'm not working, at least now in the beginning of the summer. We'll see when I will be able to get back to work. But overall, you know, I am myself much better handling my money right now than previously, and I really feel I achieved everything I really can with the no-buy. So that is why I'm going to be ending the no-buy. I'm sorry if it is disappointing to you. I'm a little bit ashamed that I just like announced that I'm going to do 3 years without really thinking if it's something I really want to do, to be on a no-buy for so long, because I do love eyeshadow. I do wear it most of the days. Purchasing new makeup once in a while makes me happy, unless I'm doing it like too often, because then I get overwhelmed. But I do miss buying new makeup once in a while, and that's why instead of doing a strict no-buy, I want to do a strict low-buy. So let's talk about what I'm going to be doing now after my no-buy. I will be starting an eyeshadow low-buy, and this year I will be allowing only one eyeshadow palette purchase for me. Next year I'm thinking of doing 2. We'll see. I do not want to think too much ahead of my time, because who knows, maybe I cannot commit to my decisions. Clearly I wasn't able to commit to decision to be on a strict no-buy for 3 years. in future, whenever I purchase new eyeshadows or new anything, I want to be able to truly test the new thing before buying more, because there was a time when I used to buy so much that I wasn't able to keep up with my own purchases. Like, I would have products untouched for months. I actually do know already the palette that I'm going to be purchasing, and I was supposed to do this eyeshadow no buy officially for 18 months. So 1 more month. However, I'm filming today on Tuesday the 2nd, and today is my birthday. From Feel Unique, when you are a customer, you get 20% off from your order when it is your birthday, and the palette I want to get, I can order from Feel Unique, so I still need to place the order today. The palette I am planning on picking up is the e.l.f. Opposites Attract eyeshadow palette. I filmed the videos last month where I shared with you all of the eyeshadow palettes I have decluttered, and I told you that I have decluttered all of my e.l.f. palettes, but that all of the e.l.f. palettes that I have had were older. But a lot of you said that you really do love e.l.f. eyeshadows, and I hear so many people raving about these 18 pan palettes, and in the Opposites Attract palette there's a lot of shades that I do not have in my collection but I would really like to have. So I think that palette is the right for me to purchase this year, because it brings something to my makeup collection that I don't have. I'm really happy about my decision. I'm sorry if I am letting you down by making this decision and it comes like all of a sudden. I have not been talking about this. I was actually supposed to, in this update, just talk about it and next year film the official finale, but because of my birthday and because of the 20% off from my order, I do want to purchase the palette now. Even though it is an e.l.f. palette and it would be only like 3 euros or so what I will save, I still think it would be stupid to pay full price next month. That's why I'm ending my eyeshadow no buy already. And anyways, it has been over 18 months since I have purchased an eyeshadow palette. The last palette I have purchased was the Masquerade mini palette from Juvia's Place. I bought it in early November 2018. So I think it's for me time to just move on and try to find a balance, allow some purchases for myself once in a while. Now what will happen to this no buy series is that I will probably just change a name of it, because I will still be on a low buy, but I still do want to talk about my eyeshadow numbers, because that really is something that interests me. I always want to see my pan percentage and I want to see my use up. So most likely the playlist name for these videos from now on will be like eyeshadow use up and inventory check-in or something like that. But I know I could talk about these in some project pan videos, but because I'm working on eyeshadows in so many different projects, I do not know in which project I would talk about it. And then because I go through all of the eyeshadows that I have hit pan on or finished up, I would always give spoilers for other projects. So that's why I have decided that after filming all of the monthly updates for my eyeshadow project pans, I do want to film this video where I talk about the monthly and yearly use up and the numbers like pan percentage and stuff like that. Yeah, that being said, the no buy is now done. I am officially on a low buy. I will purchase my palette today, so it means no more palettes and eyeshadows for the next 7 months. Okay, so hi, Katarina here again, couple of days after filming this actual video. So I already did purchase the e.l.f. palette that I was planning on purchasing. However, I did change my mind about my low buy and how much I can purchase, and that is because of the current situation. I do want to really show my support to Black-owned businesses right now. In the end of June, I will get a little bit extra money from work. I did go back to work for a couple of days, like for 7 days or so in May, and I do have some vacation days that I didn't have chance to spend during my contract that ended in the end of May. So those days will be paid for me. Of course, I will be donating from that money, but also what I do want to do is support Black-owned businesses. I'm going to be placing order for 3, maybe 4 Black-owned businesses. I will try to look some brands that I have not tried before. You know I love my Juvia's Place eyeshadows and I always rave about those. Actually, let me just show it to you. My favorite palette in my collection left. I have been on a no-buy so much that I don't have a lot of palettes anymore, but my favorite palette is the Juvia's Place the Nubian 2 eyeshadow palette because I just love this color story. It's amazing. I would recommend Juvia's Place for everyone. However, I right now do want to try some different brands and I do want to show them here on my channel. So I will purchase from some black-owned businesses and I most likely will be buying some eyeshadows. I will try not to go crazy and buy like 2, maximum 3 palettes, no more than that. I don't want to get overwhelmed and I really want to make sure that I'm able to rotate through everything this year, and that's going to be all eyeshadows I'm going to be buying this year. I think I do want to support these brands, and of course buying products is supporting, but as someone who has this platform to talk about, I do want to be able to show those products and give attention to these brands. So yeah, I will be placing some orders for black-owned businesses and I will be buying some eyeshadows, probably also some lipsticks, even though I do have rules how many I can buy of lipsticks. I'm just like, I feel right now it's more important to support these businesses than be a control freak over my makeup collection numbers, because that's how I have been. Okay, so let's move on and let's talk about the numbers. I'm sorry, my computer is on my lap, so I'm just like reading the numbers, so sorry I'm looking down, but let's go through this. So in May I hit 5 new pans. I hit pan on 2 eyeshadows in the Modern Renaissance, first Red Ochre and then Realgar, and now I have hit pan on all of the shades in that palette. I am so happy about that. Then I hit pan on 2 eyeshadows that are in my Pan in Solitaire. So from the Balm Voyage 2 eyeshadow palette, I hit pan on the shade Tervetuloa, and then I hit pan on the deep matte brown shade from the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible Deluxe Edition palette. And then one more eyeshadow I hit pan on is a light silver shimmer eyeshadow that I put into the Graveyard Project pan. So total 5 new pans. Previously this year I had hit 10 pans, so far this year I have now hit 15 pans. I can't believe it. But let me remind you that all of the eyeshadows I'm working on are pretty easy to hit pan on. They are older, they are powdery. I would not have this great luck with a lot of more densely packed eyeshadows. In May I finished 2 eyeshadows, so from my Pandit palette I finally finished Buon Fresco. God, I hated that eyeshadow. And then I finished the shade Vermeer. Previously this year I had finished 4 eyeshadows, so now I have finished 6 eyeshadows this year. All of those come from my Pandit palette. And then in May I didn't declutter any eyeshadows, but previously this year I have decluttered 17, so that is my total declutters this year. Then let's talk about where my eyeshadow collection stands at the moment. I do have 8 pre-made eyeshadow palettes and 2 C palettes. Loose eyeshadows I do have 20. Pressed single eyeshadows I do have 75. Pressed eyeshadows in total in my collection I do have 184. That is 2 less than last month because I finished 2 sets from my Panda palette. So my total amount of eyeshadows is also 2 less than last month. I do have 204 in total in my collection, including my pressed and loose eyeshadows. So let's still talk about my pan percentage. This is really exciting and it has grown since the last month, which is exciting. Well, I would assume it would grow if I hit 5 new pans. So I do have 184 pressed eyeshadows in my collection and I have hit pan on 24 of those. And that makes my pan percentage 13.04, when last month my pan percentage was 11.29. So a really nice increase in my pan percentage. But I do still have 160 eyeshadows that I have not hit pan on. But that is everything about the eyeshadows. I still want to acknowledge the current situation, you know, going on. I really feel I don't have words for this. I would love to say more, but I honestly feel I don't have words and I do not have knowledge enough. But I am so heartbroken about what is going on, what happened to George Floyd. What I will do myself is to educate myself more about these issues. I almost feel like, what can I say as a white woman living in a Nordic welfare country? Like, I am so privileged. I just wish that all of this injustice would end in US and in like everywhere in the world. I think we all should be equal, and I wish we could see that one day happening. And just know that my thoughts are with you and I do what I can. If you have any suggestions to me what I can do to help this situation, please let me know. I really don't know what to say about this situation, except that I am really heartbroken about this and things really need to change because what is going on is so wrong. But that is everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you in my next one. Bye bye.